So yesterday we talked about all the different types of reactions, but today we're really just going to focus on the first two, which are synthesis and decomposition. So again, a synthesis reaction is where you put stuff together, where you make or create something. In this case, we're making or creating a compound, or a larger compound perhaps. It's very similar if you think about it in a relationship sense, right? You have two people that come together and they create a relationship, and that relationship is, they're together. They're a couple. They're a thing. They're not just talking anymore. They're actually together. So, again, if you look at the example, you have carbon and oxygen. Maybe they're talking. Then they finally decide they want to be together. They're in a relationship. They bond. Boom. You have carbon dioxide. Okay? Very simple. Again, decomposition is exactly what it sounds like. You're decomposing, you're breaking apart. So you have a single element that breaks apart into multiple, or single compound, that breaks apart into multiple elements. It could even break apart into smaller compounds, but you should have a single reactant and two or more products. Think of it very much like breaking up, right? The relationship is ending, boom, those substances break apart, and now you have some single elements here. So again, here's sodium chloride breaking apart into sodium and chlorine. Not too terrible. All right, so now let's look at the worksheet. I'll pull that up so we can see it. So here is the worksheet. It should say synthesis and decomposition worksheet on the top. And then you should see that it's got the symbolic equation for each one and also an example for each one here. Okay. I'm not going to read through all of this because you can do that on your own. So now, the first part of this worksheet is identifying these things as synthesis or decomposition. So what we're going to do quickly is I'm going to show you the first one. So we look here, we have Na2CO3, which is actually sodium carbonate, yields sodium oxide and carbon dioxide. So you'll see that you have a single reactant breaking apart into two products. What kind of reaction do you think that this is? Wonderful. It is a decomposition reaction. All right, so I'm going to write decomposition. You can all laugh at me because I do a terrible job writing with the pen. All right, we're going to do that so it looks like I just signed it. Perfect. All right, and again, one reactant, two products. If you need to make that note somewhere on the worksheet, please do so. Now we look at the second problem. All right, so notice we have two reactants here, calcium plus oxygen, okay? And my product is single. It is calcium oxide. So here we're forming a relationship. So because we're making something, it is a synthesis reaction. All right, I can see some of you laughing right now as I try to write this word. I appreciate that. Please keep your sense of humor. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to do the rest of these problems on your own, okay? When you get down to, let me just X out of this, see if it'll let me do this. I'm going to clear this, okay? When you get down here, I know much to your dismay, I did put some balancing questions on here. I tried to put the easiest ones possible, okay? You do have this amazing tool called the internet, so if you really, really can't balance them, you can look them up, but I encourage you to try. I will not take points off your worksheets if you balance them incorrectly. I will simply correct them for you, so please do your best. So you're going to balance these reactions and then tell me if you think that they are synthesis or decomposition. Same deal, right? Once you finish this worksheet, you're going to submit it on Schoology, and I will grade it for you as soon as possible. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy. Au revoir. A bientôt. Bye-bye.